Evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris is back for the rest of my Shaman Hearthstone arena run. Two very convincing games kicked off this arena. Having lots of lightning bolts in your deck is pretty good. You know, drafts like this make me think that as cool as it is that the normal 2 cards per deck limit is waived for the arena might be a better game if that limit were enforced. Let's say, for example, if they added some code to make it so that once you have 2 of a card in your draft, you can't see that card again. That might just stop some of this wackiness with 5 lightning bolts. I don't know if that's really good for the game. Anyway, we're profiting from it here. Sebkin's fellow Shaman. Keep the lightning bolt around for obvious reasons. We'll pass these guys back there a bit slow. Acolyte of Pain. Yeah, that's fine. I'll keep him around. He's not the greatest against Shamans, because Shamans do have those like 2 power or 2 toughness totems that you can't take damage against. But if, he flips a Searing Totem or just plays other stuff for me, I might be able to get some cards out of that guy. So Forked Lightning is nice. That might be able to kill off some important early stuff, especially if I can flip a Spell Power Totem, but otherwise this isn't the greatest hand. Got removal for 1 thing, maybe 2 things. The Overload stops me from playing my creatures easily, and I might have a very slow start. So alright, let's see what my opponent does. Now if he doesn't do anything, I will actually just go ahead and coin out a Harvest Golem and call it a day. Wisp. That is quite the combo. Alright, I think for this, the appropriate response is coin Acolyte. He might have like a lightning bolt or whatever, but if he doesn't, the Acolyte's gonna be able to run into this Master Swordsmith and draw a card before dying to the Wisp and drawing another card, which is fine. Wisp. I don't know if that was a bad pack or if my opponent took this on purpose, but certainly am not unhappy about that. Alright, so now the Wisp is unfortunately the card that got buffed. So this Acolyte of Pain is a bit of a problem. He can actually swing against my own Acolyte. Ah, jeez. Get some cards. I could just trade in, cash it in. I don't want to use Forked Lightning because that puts me pretty badly overloaded next turn. And it might hit this Acolyte. Well, let's draw a card, see what I get. Ironbeak Owl. Oh. So I could actually silence the Acolyte, stop him from drawing cards. I could silence this guy, stop him from buffing things up. I could silence this thing, turn it back to a 1-1. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to silence this. Yes, my Owl's going to die, but it stops him from drawing cards. I think that's important. And Forked Lightning is a risky call here. I think I'm actually just going to Lightning Bolt this Wisp. Well, hang on, that seems silly. The Wisp dies against either of my creatures. What I really should do is Lightning Bolt that guy. Now, if I Forked Lightning, I'm overloaded next turn. I can only make a totem. I think I fall too far behind if I do that. Alright, we're going to Lightning Bolt this guy here. So I'm overloaded, but it doesn't matter. I can make a Harvest Golem. So basically here, one of my creatures trades against the Wisp. The other one dies, or the Owl dies to the Acolyte. And then the Acolyte remains a 1-1. So I think that's okay. Forked Lightning is not super great here, but the Harvest Golem will be. And the fact that I drew 2 cards off the Acolyte is good as well. Oh, Brewmaster would have been good against the Owl, but I'd say it's too late. Well, what does he have for 4 mana? If he has like a Chillwind Yeti or Ascension, could be pretty good. This guy's a combo with Healing Totems. If you can flip a Healing Totem, it gets healed off. Lightning Storm could be good. I will play a Harvest Golem. This seems fine. Harvest Golem, he kills it, then he's down to 1 health, and the Harvest Golem I spawn can go ahead and finish it off. I'm okay with that. Also, if he attacks into this Forked Lightning, is something that he'll be vulnerable to. Yeah, the overload from those lightning bolts is not to be taken lightly. It's pretty serious. Oh no, Flame Tongue Totem is pretty good. It lets him trade this guy in for my Harvest Golem. Shucks. That's bad. And this guy's actually a beast! Jesus, he hits for 6. Oh no, that's not good. Oh god, what's he doing? Okay, he's just playing a 5-3 thanks to the Flame Tongue. Oh, Christ. I think I might have to use Lightning Storm here. Yeah, I gotta use Lightning Storm. This is too good. This is all too good. These are 3 real cards. Now, I could flip for a Spell Power Totem, but there's only a 25% chance, so if I don't get Spell Power Totem, that kind of sucks. If I just Lightning Storm without Spell Power Totem, each of these has a 50% chance of dying, and if one of them doesn't die, I can Fork Lightning maybe, or just use this thing to finish off the others. Yeah, we're going to do this. It's a lot of overload, and it sucks because next turn I'd love to play one of these 6-drops, but I think it's important to kill this stuff off. Alright, 2 survived. It's more than I would have liked, but we can kill the Flame Tongue for free. This is just a 3-1. I'm in no rush to kill that. We'll just make a totem. Call it a day. So we got the Taunts Totem. I'm totally fine with that. Next turn I'll have 4 mana. The Motion Warden's probably going to be a good drop here. Of course, my opponent at 6 mana could have pretty good things to do, like that's pretty good. Well, Motion Warden doesn't look so good now. He just dies to that thing straight up. But I don't have any way to deal with it. I just don't have any way to deal with it at 4 mana. I mean, this guy doesn't quite trade up into it. I could throw this in, then play the Brewmaster to the naked board. This would be at 4 health, so it's like 1.5 for 1, sort of, kind of. He could have removal still. I could also play Forked Lightning and just to go all overload, and this would be down to 4 health. I didn't see what I gained from that, though. I could Fork Lightning and Rockbiter Weapon, clear everything out. Alright, we'll do that. I think we're going to do that. Yep. Just clear everything out. The reason I'm doing this is I do have card advantage. I mean, I have 5 cards in my hand to his 3. So, in theory, I have the advantage. Now, I am overloaded, so I have the disadvantage there, and he is, of course, first to play with 7 mana, so he has the advantage there as well. Next turn, I only have 5 mana. The hell? Man, I don't know if something's up with the random number generator, but there are only 1 in 27 odds that all 3 barrels will hit me. And this has happened to me several times. Then again, maybe it's just how it works. Alright, what we're going to do here, I think, is play Panda. Just put the biggest thing we can on the board. And of course, we will then replay this back. So finally, I'm not overloaded anymore. That's such great news. Assuming everything lives, next turn, assuming this Taunt Totem dies, I can play like the Overload and a Frostwolf Warlord. Well, that thing's pretty big. Oh, Hex, that's pretty good. Oh, Hex, no. Anyway, that was a terrible joke. This guy's huge. Now, my opponent is overloaded, so if I can take care of this, I'll be okay. What is he doing? Is he attacking? How does he attack? How does this Taunt Totem attack? What the? That's a weird graphic. I think the Mad Bomber is the attacker. Yeah, okay, there we go. So it's likely I'm going to have to 2 for 1 to kill this, although it's not the end of the world. Alright, let's think. So I could do this, Lightning Bolt, 4 mana left. Warden? The Warden, 7 health, and 7 attack is annoying. Because, it's exactly enough to kill the Warden. How many things could I play and get this guy out? Just 1, so I could make this a 6/6. Hiding behind a frog. But then the Mad Bomber can just kill the frog, and then the thing can kill my 6/6. Go down to 2 health. Then I can run my Argent Commander into it. I could also Argent Commander, run it in, Lightning Bolt. That's only 7 damage, unfortunately. Not quite enough. I could just throw this guy into the Meat Grinder. It's a possibility I could throw this guy into the Meat Grinder. He'd need to have the Mad Bomber to pop the Divine Shield, and then this thing could kill it. He'd go down to 4 health, and the Argent Commander could finish it off. Aha! That's the plan. Alright, we're going to do this. Let's see what we get. Taunt. Alright, Sunwalker. Call it a day. Why is he telling me that I am playing it well? I don't know if he's being sarcastic or not. Anyway, that seems like a pretty good plan. I could have played, with 2 Taunters, I could have, I guess, played the Argent Commander, charged, killed this totem, and then gotten ready to kill this thing the turn after that, but I think just the sooner I deal with this, the better. So, if all goes according to plan, he's going to pop the Divine Shield, swing the Earth Elemental in, go down to 4 health, this Argent Commander will finish it off, and I just pray that if he flips a totem, it is not a healing totem, because that would ruin all of my plans, and I probably should have thought about that. Uh-oh, is he going to put Wind Fury on it? Okay, that's great. That's just great. I'm really happy to see that. That is fantastic. What is that? Rock Biter weapon? Okie dokie. So he's going to systematically kill everything I have. Pop the Divine Shield with that. Okay. Well, that was pretty well played, all things considered. Now my Frostwolf Warlord kind of missed his window. It's going to be a while before he's big. I think he's got to charge in here, right? He didn't charge in. Interesting choice not charging in. Well, the Fire Elemental gives me some options, although on 3 plus 4 is, again, 7 damage. Why is he... I think this guy's just being a douchebag. Anyway, what we're going to do here is... let's see, 3, 6... Yeah, it's not quite enough. I could, of course, flip Sigurd if I get Spell Power. Then I could just... I could leave this guy alive, actually, if I do get a Spell Power. Not very good odds. No, I don't think I want to do that. Actually, what else am I doing with my mana if I'm playing this guy? Just this? That's pretty lame. Alright, we'll flip it. That actually is one of the worst ones I could have gotten. So, we're going to trade a creature plus a Divine Shield. Lightning Bolt, of course, is good here. Kill off this guy. So he's again in a bit of trouble. He's definitely in top deck mode. And I've got, you know, pretty high quality stuff here. He's got a life advantage. He's going to need to draw some very good cards to top deck his way out of this situation. Bit sad I couldn't put this Unbound Elemental down before using Lightning Bolt, but it's really not that big of a deal. He's probably going to trade his Bomber into my Commander. Play whatever he has and pass the turn, unless this is removal, in which case he's going to do nothing. Totem. Alright. Got something up here, buddy? Got something up here, buddy? Buddy, do you got something up here? Okay, really, what is there to think about? I guess he's thinking about whether this card is worth playing. Maybe he's holding out and trying to get some kind of combo. Alright, let's go ahead and put this thing down. Attack into the totem. No need to play this just yet. We'll do this and this. Build up a totem collection. Try to see if we can get a nice and big Frostwolf Warlord here. This is the card he's just drew. He's hovering over it, thinking about playing it. Alright, looks like he's gonna... Alright, yeah, that's perfect. There we go. This is what we save our Fire Elementals for. So I'm waiting another turn on the Frostwolf Warlord. Is there a better way of killing this? I could, I guess, do the Unbound Elemental and that thing. No, we'll just play Fire Elemental and kaboink that thing to death. Does he have a... maybe he's holding a Lightning Storm? It's possible. Hoping for a Spell Power Totem, so Lightning Storm will have a chance at killing the Unbound Elemental. Ah, he's got... oh my god, it's just like Totemic Might. Ancestral Spirit, wow. Oh, that is fantastic. Okay. You do that. So let's go ahead and kill the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. That must be heart-rending for my opponent to see. Let's just take it slow. No need whatsoever to rush into things. We'll just make a totem. I'm going to leave a space on the board for the Frostwolf Warlord next turn. Remember, you can only have 7 minions on the field. So this guy is going to be the maximum size. He's going to be a 10/10 for 5 mana. That's like better than the Epic Giants. Direwolf Alpha, pretty good card right here. Means I'm going to take a little bit of damage killing that totem. Man, Stormwind Champion would be really good here too. It would be crazy good. Actually, this doesn't really matter. I'm going to heal up anyway. I'm going to heal up. Oh, can I win? Oh man, I really wanted to play a 10/10 Frostwolf Warlord, but let's see if I can win. Okay, so this can actually pump something. So I've got 1, 3, 4. Okay, this is actually going to kill the totem. So I got 1. What is going to kill that totem? Oh, that's annoying. I guess the best way to kill a totem is to use one of these. Okay, so this kills the totem, let's say. Okay, so we have 6, 7, 9, 10. 10 plus 15 is 25? 26? Yeah, I can't actually get him down with Bloodlust. So what we're gonna do here, I think, is just I'll just kill this. Kill this. Play this. I don't need to kill this thing. We'll just start attacking. Pass turn. Okay. I might have been able to like attack him, but I figured might as well. I mean, I am at 18 life. Potentially there's something wacky that I can't think of. I don't think anything with one card would kill me from 18 life. But anyway. Wind Fury. This is why I don't like Windspeaker. He looks a lot better than he really is. Okay, now we can Bloodlust. Is this opponent gonna resign? Or is he gonna actually let me kill him? Alright, well played. Pretty convincing wins here so far with this Shaman deck. I feel kind of lame saying that, because it's like, yeah, Boris, you did get 5 lightning bolts, and you passed on more during the draft. But, you know, I think I made some good decisions. I'm giving myself a little bit of credit. I have 4 lightning bolts. I could have had, like, 6, and I think it was the right play to, you know, cut on the lightning bolts. Because, as good as it is, it does only kill small things. And you need creatures at some point to actually kill your opponent with, so I think I made some good decisions there, and it's kind of showing up in how convincing those victories were. Wolf! Good name. Wolf the Rogue. That's a pretty good rogue name. Second is fantastic against rogues, obviously. Let's just get the Fire Elemental shipped back, and this is all totally fine. I'll probably play the Grunt on turn 2, and then on turn 3, we'll see which of these makes sense given the board. We're on my favorite map. I love everything on this map. Ah, Shield Bearer, okay. This actually is a bad card unless you... Oh, it's only the first turn. Unless you put things behind it, then actually it can be really good for tempo. I would never draft it unless I had to. But I've grown to respect it a little bit, because if you do play something behind it, and your opponent plays creatures, you can basically ignore your opponent's creatures and just keep killing stuff. So, like this, for example, you know. He just doesn't have to care. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and keep at it here. He's getting a bit of an advantage, though, because half of his card trades with my whole card. And then he still has this left around, and this guy's still in the way. But that's fine. That's totally fine. Next turn, we'll just keep on playing my creatures here. Fan of Knives. Interesting choice. That allows the 1/1 to kill my Grunt. That's kind of aggressive. I don't know if that's a good use of Fan of Knives. He's basically just getting raw damage out of it. Granted, in this particular case, I guess that was fine for him because he, was never going to really get anything good with Fan of Knives anyway. All my stuff is pretty strong. So next turn, I would like to play the Brewmaster. I can't, though. I don't want to put the Harvest Golem back into my hand. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm a little suspicious of this deck. If he's got 2 of those things, that's a little bit sketchy. So it's just 2 cards down for nothing. We're going to happily Lightning Bolt that Worgen. And I think I'm actually going to play a Worgen down. So the idea is that next turn I can play the Raid Leader. The Worgen will kill off one of his walls. The Harvest Golem will finish off the other. And then, I mean, what is he doing with his life at that point? Fan of Knivesing, okay. So that's actually smart. Now this Murloc can kill my guy. That was, however, 3/5 of his mana. So, you know, on turn 5, doing this is not that impressive. He's going all the way aggressive here, man. And it's actually potentially going to work out for him because right now I can't quite kill this. It's only got 2 power here. I didn't draw any more of my removal, so I can just kill this thing. This thing is still here. I could do this, pop that back into my hand, and get ready to trade with that, I suppose. I could flip a totem and pray for a taunt. Then I could coin out this, but if it's not a taunt, it just sucks. Ugh, I think we're going to play this creature out here. Wow. You know what? If I lose this deck, I'm going to have to rethink everything I know about Shield Bearers. Because, I mean, you saw my deck. My deck's really good. If I lose to Shield Bearer Cold Blood stuff, and he just, like, whacks me with aggression all day, that's going to be a lesson for the ages. Let's see if he can keep this up. So he's just ignoring me. He's going all the way for the throat. No? No? Okay. I have a feeling that's what he's going to do. He's just going all the way for the throat here. Yeah. It's going all the way, baby. And it's actually quite clever of him, too, because this flesh-eating ghoul gets pumped up after I kill this. Now, unluckily for him, I do have the raid leader. By the way, I don't think it's good to play Sunwalker here. Way too high of a chance that my opponent has Assassinate, and I'm just back to square zero. We need to go ahead and take care of Biznass. So raid leader is very good right now. It lets me kill that stupid shield bearer. And the flesh-eating ghoul. Alright. Now I'm going to play Acolyte of Pain. And my opponent's a little bit of a ways off from being able to burn me to death. Yeah, he could try to use an Assassin's Blade, but still, that's only 12 damage over 4 turns. And Assassin's Blade plus Deadly Poison, I guess Deadly Weapon, I can never remember what that's called. That's, I guess, a little bit closer to burning me out. But I mean, I'm in a high enough life total that even with the buff to the, or the nerf to the healing totem, he's kind of in a little bit of trouble here, unless he's got some good cards coming up. Sprint. Alright, he's going to just draw 4 cards. That's fine with me because he's playing a tempo game with these shield bearers and cold blood and all this stuff. And so, now that he's just switching back and playing a control game, I feel like I have the advantage. Look, he drew 4 cards, but I mean, he's got 7 cards to my 8. One of them's a coin, sure, but I feel like I'm in really good shape here. So what we're going to do is swing, 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 make a totem. I want to try to find find taunt as quickly as I can, and I got lucky on the first try. And we get a nice little Frostwolf Warlord action here. So basically what I'm doing here is baiting out his Assassinate. He, of course, may have more than one, but that is 5 of his 8 mana to kill this Frostwolf Warlord. He only has 3 mana left, and in the meantime, I'm continuing to swing for tons of damage. Alright, well, he stole my Taunt Totem, which is rather comical. There's the Assassinate. Fair enough. So yeah, this is pretty solid. Lightning Storm is a little early for that. Okay. Let's go ahead. Oh man, this guy actually kills everything I currently have on the board. How sad. What's the best way to do this? I think we'll kill the totem. Do I want to draw a card, even though it's not actually killing this mind control tech? I don't think I actually want to do that. We'll just trade. Or I could swing past and play the Sunwalker and hide behind it. It's a bit risky, because I mean, of course he could have another Assassinate. He does plenty of cards now. Let's see what totem I get. Seems like I'm gonna probably end up using a totem anyway. Okay, healing totem. Not helpful. When everything dies in one hit, healing totem does you no good. Alright, I think what it has to be here then is the following. I'm going to swing past. Can I win? No, I can't win. I'm going to use Lightning Bolt on this. I have not used my coin yet this game, so I'm going to use the coin now and get a Sunwalker. Putting my big guy on the edge because I want to play around Betrayal. Right now, Betrayal is very difficult for him to do anything with. He could, I guess, use Betrayal on the Acolyte. Yeah, there's probably a way I could have placed things a little bit better. But you can't control where your totems come, so it would have been a little bit tricky. So Betrayal here would kill my totem and my Raid Leader, which would reduce my damage. Vanish! Alright, still a card that I'm not a fan of. It's just, you spend so much mana. So now he can play something for 3 mana. Head Crack! Oh god, that is not going to be not good enough, fast enough. Yeah, I mean, so now I'm first to replay everything back onto the board. He's just not getting anything good out of it. What I'm actually going to do is play the Brewmaster. He's obviously no good. I mean, his ability is obviously not very meaningful. We'll play this. So my next turn, I can play the Argent Commander and the Raid Leader and swing for 8, 12, 15 damage. Betrayal. Alright. I guess he just top decked that. It seemed to come over from over here. Baron Geddon. Wow. Alright, that was pretty good. All things considered. Is it at the end of each turn or at the end of your turn? At the end of your turn, okay. Well, I have a bevy of options here. Fire Elemental plus this would kill it off. Argent Commander plus this would kill it off. Which one do I want to use? That's the question. I guess Fire Elemental is a little bit bigger. Oh man, Raid Leader, oh, almost, not quite. And there's no other way to buff it. Ah, nuts. Oh wait! Oh my god, I almost missed this! That would have been really sad. That plus Raid Leader. There we go. Lets me keep my Silver Moon Guardian. Okay, my opponent's in serious trouble. Rogues with 10 mana and... What is this? I don't know what this is. I think this is the bug with the card going back into your hand. Rogues with 10 mana and 6 cards can deal 13 damage. It's not even that hard, especially in Constructed. But in Arena, that's a little bit of a tall order. Does he have the win? Nope, he has the concession. Well played, Wolf. Nice name. Wolf Blitzer the Rogue. Delivering news and conceding games to Shamans. Wow, I almost missed that play. That was definitely the best way to do it. I mean, I put 4 extra damage onto his face, which probably gave him 1 less turn to draw an out. So it was good that I caught the Argent Commander plus Raid Leader combo. Hearthstone, man, it's one of those things where, like, every time I watch Trump, who's a really, really good player, stream, there's always people in the chat who are like, oh my god, you missed this thing, and they act like they're all superior to him. Like, wow, you think you're a good player, but you're missing all this stuff. It's really, really hard in Hearthstone to make all the right plays all the time. Many of the right plays are very obvious and straightforward, but to make all of the right plays all the time is difficult. This is actually an okay hand. Let me throw that back. Because I'm going to be playing this before the Unbound Elemental anyway. What I really want is like a 2-drop. This is a 2-drop. It's not quite what I want, but anyway. Lightning Bolt. Oh my gosh. Well, now, yeah, maybe I should have kept the Unbound Elemental around. I just thought since I'm playing this on turn 2, the Unbound Elemental wasn't going to come down for a while. I definitely want to keep this because it will wrath my opponent potentially and also kill off, incidentally, any reinforcements that he may have made. Sax is very good. Weapons in general are quality times. Nothing. Okay. Well, I don't want to reveal my trick here, so I'm just going to start my totem collection. Healing Totem, the useless one. Let's see what my opponent's got for me here. Alright, well, this is actually fine. He can hit it for a damage, but then it heals up. It's okay. I don't really need to use the Stormforged Axe to kill his reinforcements, though. So this is actually a bit of a slow start. I'm just going to make another totem. Both of us starting kind of slow. This may be good to have around. Now Lightning Bolt deals 4 damage for 1 mana. That's quite amazing. He's coining out a 4-drop. What's it going to be? Mechanical Dragonling Mechanic. Alright, this is actually a really good card for him because allows him to... This Dragonling can mop up all my totems. I think it's actually worthwhile here to put the spell totem back into my hand. This is a really good, cool use of these pandas, by the way. If there's a really valuable totem, usually that's going to be the spell power one that you want to protect. You can put it in your hand, and then you can replay it later so you have it, you know, kind of in your back pocket, as it were. He would have to trade everything in to kill my panda. He could also play a True Silver Champion. It appears he does not have the True Silver Champion. This doesn't actually matter that much. It just enables him to trade the Dragonling and the Reinforcement. So his Dragonling stays alive, but whatever. I'm okay with that. So he's kind of clearing me out here. Alright, well, I would like to do 6 mana, and I'm at 5, which is a little sad. I could silence the wolf. I could also play Lightning Storm. I think I'll hold on to the Lightning Storm, though. It seems a little bit early. But what do I do with my time? Oh, I'll know. I'll play the Stormforged Axe. Aha. Yes, we'll play the Stormforged Axe. That's a good use of my time. I'm going to kill this wolf. Stop the extra damage coming in. Make a totem. That's actually not bad, all things considered. It'll deal a point of damage to this, which will make it die to Lightning Storm more easily. Bit sad that this thing has Overload. I don't know why it does. I mean, it's as good as a Fiery War Axe, but the Fiery War Axe doesn't have Overload. So anyway, next one I would have loved to play a 6-mana creature, obviously, but hopefully I'll draw something that I can play, question mark? Hey! There you go. I don't need to use my weapon. These things both have 4 toughness, and they're dying to Lightning Storm anyway. Paladins don't have an easy time dealing with this. His best out is Humility, which would make it have an attack value of 1, and Aldor Peacekeeper, which is a rare. If he does have that, that's actually a really amazing answer to the Venture Code, because it causes his penalty to still be there. Ah, good play, sir. Good play. So, what? Oh, interesting. I think that was a bit greedy. So basically what my opponent did there is he chose to swing past me, try to race me down. I don't know if, how I feel about this. So this Wrath of Air is actually expensive because I have this thing. I could actually smack in, pop the Divine Shield. Then I could play the Lightning Storm, but this actually has gotten rather large, and I don't have any hexes. So is there a better way of doing things here? Oh man, I guess this is actually a pretty serious situation. I think the best way... Yeah, I hate to do this, but I think the best way is like this. Use one of my lightning bolts to pop the Divine Shield. This guy's gonna hit me anyway, so I might as well kill him with my axe. Let's kill off that Blessing of Kings mechanic. Pass the turn. Alright, well, the thing is my opponent has a lot of cards, and he might just be able to rush me down. He might just play the rush game and hit me all day. And there's not much I can do against that other than try to hang on. I can hopefully trade this against one more creature, lift the ban on my creatures. Uh-oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, well the reinforcement's gonna die when this dies. I think that was a mistake. My opponent basically got a little bit greedy here. He should have killed my Ventrico Mercenary, because then I have no good way of killing this Abomination. Unless I have something in my deck that can help me. I can't do it. So now I can just trade my Ventrico in, and my opponent hit this Shattered Sun Cleric, so the Shattered Sun Cleric would die, but I don't know if that was really worth it. So I can run in, everything dies, I go down to 13 health. I can swing at his face. And with 7 mana, play the Argent Commander. Another option, of course, is to silence this, but I would have to then pay 5 mana for that owl, which doesn't seem quite smart. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do this then. Everything dies. I'm not going to hit any more creatures. I don't think. Well, I'll hold on to this. I'll deal 2 damage to him later if I need to. And now, let's play this guy. I don't really feel like putting that down where it's going to be in danger, so we'll just pass the turn. We'll save this for when I need it. Alright, he's got 7 cards to my 7. My life is a bit perilous, but I do have a really, really good creature on the board. And Fire Elemental and Stampeding Kodo are good answers to lots of things that he could play. If he plays something very giant, that would be my Achilles heel, because all the stuff that I have is good for killing little things, not big things. I'm finally not overloaded, which is nice. Gotta love this map so much. I wish I could just play every game on this map. Danny the Paladin. That is not a very good name for the Paladin. This makes me think of like Game of Thrones. Daenerys whining about how she should have everything. Ah, he's gonna silence it. Well, all things considered, that's a bit of a desperation move.
That was a mistake.
I mean, this thing doesn't even die. I don't know what he's doing. Whatever. Let's just go ahead and keep my guy around. No reason to kill him when we have a Fire Elemental on deck. See if we can get a Taunt Totem. That would be really nice to pull up. There we go, that's good. The Taunt Totem is good because my opponent could have True Silver Champions. It's a common card for Paladins, so he's probably got at least one in his deck. Pretty much the only Paladin you'd ever play against who doesn't have True Silver Champion is one who was super unlucky and never drew one. So basically, if he gets that, he can actually burn me out. Divine Favor gives him 1, 2, just not that many cards actually. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. I do actually have a really big taunter here. I think it's good to put him down. Yeah. Let's hold on to this Kodo, I think. Ah, you know what? Screw it. Let's just play it. Yeah, we'll just play it. Notice, by the way, he played 2 Consecrations, so it's a good thing I didn't play this Wrath of Air Totem. I might need it. My opponent's, I think, dead next turn. 10 plus 4 damage will kill him. So he'd better have something really good. Oh, not to mention Bloodlust. Guardian of Kings. Well, it gave him 6 health back, but I am going to deal a lot of damage. That's not going to save him. Okay, so between Bloodlust, Spell Power, Lightning Bolt, and this axe, my opponent is very, very, very dead. played, Daenerys Stormborn. Good luck getting Westeros. We're moving on to 5 wins and 0. Oh man, this is good. Haven't been here in a while. Let's take a sip of some good luck water. In most arenas by this point I will have lost a game or two, as you've seen in my videos. A lot of people have chased this dream of getting 9 and 0. And like when people collect stats, you know, they like have like a separate column, like, you know, 6 wins, 7 wins, 8 wins, 9 and 0, 9 and 1, 9 and 2. And it's like, who cares? The prizes are the same. I mean, it just takes a little bit longer because you have to lose an extra game or two, I guess. But I really don't care if it's 9 and 0, 9 and 1, 9 and 2. I think it's can even hurt you a little bit to chase that, you know, because I'd rather make a deck that like goes 9 and 2. Like I'd rather like go 9 and 2 half the time and 7 the other half of the time than 9 and 0 half the time and like 5 the other half of the time. You know what I'm saying? I think it's okay to factor in for some losses. Right, Stampeding Kodo is really good. I'm actually going to keep it. This is a bit greedy, but I'm going to keep it because it kills Blood Imps, and I'm playing against a Warlock. It's just such a good answer to Blood Imp. And this I'm actually not that big a fan of. We're going to throw that back. Hopefully get something else. Morgans just die kind of easily, and if you don't have any other support from other early drops, it can be a bit of a tricky card to play down. So Lightning Element, Unbound Elemental, I like it a lot better. It's got more toughness, so it survives a little bit more easily. Granted, against Warlocks, where their main removal spells are Shadow Bolt and Soulfire, the extra life doesn't matter. Do Warlocks have anything that deals 3 damage? I don't think they do. Shadow Bolt is 4, Soulfire is 4, Demon Fire is 2. Drain Life is 2. Maybe I should have kept that Worgen. Anyway, we'll be happy to play this, and then if I'm Lightning Bolting his stuff, he can, this guy can get pumped up. Worgen. Alright, my opponent has his own Worgen. Okay, well, that makes the Unbound Elemental unplayable, because my opponent can just run in, activate, and just kill it. Basically, the Worgen would run in, become Wind Furied, and then he can run it again and finish it off, or kill my totem, or whatever. We're just going to make a totem. Alright, and Lightning Bolt this guy to death. Holding this Lightning Storm. I never did need that Lightning Storm against the Paladin, did I? I like held on to it all game. But, you know, just because I didn't need it doesn't mean it was wrong to have it. It was giving me more outs in case he had put up more of a fight. Alright, well, I've got 2 totems on the board, so it's not like that impressive. This is unfortunate. Stampeding Kodo does not kill it. And of course the Divine Shield is a bit of a pain. I think, however, it's fine to play the Unbound Elemental. It survives a hit from the Scarlet Crusader. So we'll do this. And let's just pop the shield right now. So that if he wants to run into me, basically, he can. If he runs in and has Mortal Coil, that would be good. Obviously Shadow Bolt or Soulfire here would be good. I'd be in a bit of trouble, actually, because this Frostwolf Warlord is not great. If this dies and my Healing Totem dies. It's just a 4/4 for 5, which is bad. Well, he spent half his mana drawing a card, which is pretty good. That's encouraging. What has he got for 2 mana? I think he's already spent his coin. He's poking it around at everything. What is that, Demon Fire? This is not a demon. Ah, Abusive Sergeant, okay. Well, actually, I'm alright with that, because... yeah, I'm really alright with that. That's great. So they trade, which I'm fine with. So now, if he has nothing else, thank you, I can play Stampeding Kodo. This is not the most epic use of Stampeding Kodo, but one thing I just want to point out, I know I've gushed about this card before. Putting a creature down and killing an opponent's creature at the same time in Hearthstone is incredible. It's just an incredibly big deal to do that. That's why the Stampeding Kodo is incredibly good. Even when it's killing mediocre creatures like that, it's still really good. Okay, Stormforged Axe actually could be okay, but I really want to play Frostwolf Warlord or Fire Elemental. Now I could swing in, it survives, Fire Elemental finish it off. Seems good. I am being greedy here by not playing these Frostwolf Warlords. There is a chance that my opponent will clear out my board, say with like Demon Fire plus Hellfire, and then I've got these 2 terrible cards in my hand. So playing them while they're good is definitely to be recommended, but it seemed like without a very particular combination of cards, including one very key global removal card, I'm in pretty decent shape here. Alright, he's going to spend all of his mana doing that, which I'm fine with. It means that I can actually play my Frostwolf Warlord. Yay! Flame Imp. Alright, Lightning Storm wouldn't be bad at some point soon here. Man, I wish I had another Fire Elemental. That would be the best. Alright, what we're going to do is Stormforged Axe. Kill the Flame Imp. Kill that guy. I'm going to heal up a little bit afterwards, so it doesn't actually matter that much. He's a 6/6. Actually, the healing totem being very good here, healing up my guy. He still dies to Shadow Bolt, still dies to Demon Fire, still dies to Drain Life, all that stuff. But it did its job. Killed a creature. And next turn, I can make a totem, play another Frostwolf Warlord, and I've got some pretty big stuff. If this is like one of those people who's playing a Warlock trying to do a rush deck, he's in serious trouble. Alright, he's drawing a card. That's good. It means he had nothing for 7 mana. And for 5 mana... Demon Fire. Ah, you know, if I had killed the Flame Imp with this guy and taken an extra point of damage to my hero, killing the Stormpike Commando. Let me just show you that real quick. I used the axe to kill the Flame Imp. I should have used it to kill the Stormpike Commando. Then I would have survived against the Demon Fire there. Alright, well, you live and learn. Okay. Ventricle Mercenary is cute and all, but let's go ahead and stick to the plan. We'll kill this. He's going to get healed up. That's totally fine. We'll kill the Loot Hoarder. Protect my spell power totems. Give him a card. That's okay. So basically, I've got 8 cards on the screen, 2 of which are totems. He has 6 cards all in his hand, and I have a weapon. So actually, I have 9 cards on the screen. So I have a huge advantage because, you know, I've got a 6/6 and a 7/7. Warlocks could come back. Obviously, Twisting Nether, which I think is an epic, destroy all creatures, would be a pretty good answer here. I think that would be all of his mana. He's going to draw a card, so he must be a little bit desperate to drawing cards facing this damage. So that's good. That means if he didn't top deck something really good, he's going to be in trouble. So I'm totally fine with that. I mean, that is all of his mana. So I can just play more stuff and be happy. Wow, Bloodsail Raider actually gets to be useful. We'll do that. Do I want to play Chillwind Yeti or Ventrico? Let's play Chillwind Yeti, because just in case he does have, like, whatever, Twisting Nether, or like, Spell Power, Hellfire, and Shadow Bolt, or whatever, to kill all my stuff, it'd be nice to have the bigger thing on deck to come back onto the board after the board clear. If he could somehow clear my board, he's got enough cards built up in his hand that he'd actually probably win this game, but I do have 10, 14, 15, you know, 17... 21 damage coming at him soon. He really would... What would he take for a Warlock? Like, I guess you'd need, like, Kobold Geomancer, Hellfire. That's 8 mana. Mortal Coil. That would kill everything I have. Okay, that's not going to do it. That is also 6 of his mana. It's going to deal damage to that. Does he have, like, a Drain Life to finish this off? Demon Fire, okay. Sounds good. I have no qualms. Let's see, I have, just to do a quick double check. Fork Lightning, can't do it. Okay, 4, 8, 9, 11, 15 damage, so I can't quite kill him. Yeah, let's just, actually, let's use this guy up. We're gonna do this, and that, to finish him off. Swing, swing. Totem. Taunt is nice, and just in case. Alright, he's in big trouble. I mean, Ventrico plus either one of these guys is going to kill him next turn. Not to mention the Lightning Bolt. Ventrico plus Lightning Bolt will actually kill him if the Spell Power is still around. He's going to need, you know, Spell Power and Hellfire is pretty much all he's got as his outs at the moment. This must be a very frustrating loss. I mean, he's got all these cards. He's got to feel like if he could just hang on, he'd be fine, but his life is too low. Direwolf Alpha, not gonna matter. Master Swordsmith, not gonna matter. Blood Imp, not gonna matter. Raid Leader, not. Yeah, this guy is drafting a Warlock Rush deck. I don't know if really that's the best way to go with Warlocks. I mean, we've all seen, well, some of us have seen those drafts where people do like a Warlock Rush, or maybe you've lost games against a rushing Warlock, but I think for Warlocks, The Dread Infernal, such a good card. If I'm seeing it in the draft, I want to play a more late game oriented deck, you know, when I'm a warlock. Soulfire is a very good finishing card. Siphon Soul is very good removal, but it's very expensive. You know, it's just nice to play more control-y with the warlock. The rushing is fun, but I think maybe a lot of people are having trouble with warlocks because they keep trying to go for the rush, and that's not necessarily the right move depending on what the arena gives you. Okay, well, I'll keep the 2-drop, keep the removal, put back the Frostwolf Warlord. Jungler for hire, we have like a MOBA player here. The Priest. Priests don't usually jungle. They're supposed to play support. Doesn't this guy know anything? I used to play a lot of League of Legends. I was really bad at it. So I like Hearthstone. No physical dexterity required. Loot Hoarder. Interesting. Oh, man. Lightning Bolt seems such a waste. Totem, if I get the 1/1, that's great. If I get any of the others, that sucks. This guy trades and then he gets a card. I could silence it, but I feel like there's going to be better things to silence later. Alright, we're just going to do this. It sucks. It really sucks that he's trading like this. That's a really, really good value Loot Hoarder there, but I think it's the least bad option I had. And he did spend his coin for that. Swamp Ooze. Well, that I'm going to Lightning Bolt. And make a totem. I got the useless totem here. Fantastic. Wow, he's got all the pressure here. Jesus Christ. Alright, well that's fortuitous for me that I drew Rockbiter Weapon. I can kill this thing. Keep on going with my totem collection. God, I wish this totem healed me. Ah, that nerf is so hard. Anyway, we're getting up close to 6 mana, which is where we can start to play Fire Elemental. But again, as I've said before, don't overlook opportunities to play Bloodlust early. I mean, I might actually play Bloodlust next turn. I mean, it depends on what he plays. If I can play Bloodlust, trade my totems in for legit creatures, I'll totally do that. Alright, tricky situation here. Could play this guy, but the problem is then I can't play Fire Elemental next turn. I really would like to play Fire Elemental next turn. So this is a sign that his hand is a bit off. Look what he did on his turn. He played this and nothing else. So he's presumably got some late game things coming up. Bloodlust to kill a wolf doesn't seem quite worth it. Unless he does like some kind of health popping combo. We're just going to make a totem and play Acolyte of Pain. Acolyte of Pain is really good against this wolf. I can run in, draw a card, and then the healing totem heals me back up a little bit. Seems totally fine. So next turn, I still have the option of Fire Elemental to maybe kill something that he plays. I've also got Bloodlust, which is a lot more potent now with 3 creatures on the board rather than with just 2. Stampede Kodo, oh god, whew, thank goodness. If that had hit my Acolyte, I would have been extremely sad. Okay, well, this is actually a bit of a problem. Fire Elemental plus both of these would kill the Stampeding Kodo. I could also play Bloodlust, kill the wolf, but the Kodo survives. I could also play the Frostwolf Warlord, that's a 6/6. Lots of options here, lots of options. I could also Fire Elemental the Kodo, run both these guys in, draw a card from it. Or I could agree, draw a card from this, finish off with the totem. And, I think that's the play. Okay, so first, we're going to draw a card, because you always want to draw cards first. Accelerator, not relevant here. Next, we're going to play Frostwolf Warlord. So he's a 6/6, he's bigger than his guy. Then I can kill off his wolf. And now, my opponent could have, of course, Shadow Word Death to kill my Frostwolf Warlord. But if he has it, you know, he has it.
Let me change your mind.
Take control. Oh, that's permanent. Fuck you. Ah, that's so bad. Well, he's going to get to draw a card from it, I suppose. Man, my Fire Elemental is surprisingly terrible here. This is kind of embarrassing. Let's go ahead and kill the 4/5. Let's make a totem, see if I can get lucky, pull a taunt. I did! Fantastic. Let's make a Ventricle Mercenary. I would guess if my opponent had a Shadow Word Death, he would have used it. So this is actually a pretty good situation. his Kodo has to run into this, allowing my Frostwolf Warlord to, you know, do bad things. Potentially. Let's see what he's got, though. For 7 mana and 6 cards, Priest could have lots of stuff. Have to be watchful for Mind Control. That's a bit of a problem for me in this deck. Holy Nova. Well, that's a pretty good play. So he heals up his Acolyte, finishes off my thing. Mad Bomber is a very good card to play when you have an Acolyte, because you can do stuff like that and draw a card from it. He's just going to hit me. Okay. Well, that's fine. So basically now, my stuff's all really expensive. I can't suicide this. None of his things deal 4 damage. So we're going to kill that thing. And I think... Oh man, this is tough. I could do this to stop the card draw. I could also silence my own guy, but that seems kind of silly. Alright, we're going to just play this guy. He seems pretty good. I'll try to respect mind control a little bit here and just put this guy down. He's pretty decent mind control target, but not the greatest. Shadow Word Pain, very good. Ignores the Divine Shield, which is quite sad. Alright, the Acolyte draws another card. Kills my guy. Man, that Shadow Cabal Priest was really freaking good. If he wins, it will be on the back of that Shadow Cabal Priest. Stampeding Kodo, not quite good enough here at the moment. I'd love to play the Fire Elemental and the Brewmaster, but unfortunately I'm 1 mana short of being able to do that. So what I'm going to do instead is just play the Brewmaster and make a totem. No taunt, so I don't want to play this, it'll just die. We'll pass the turn here. I'm definitely, I would say, at a disadvantage, partly because of life, partly because for the fact that I've lost all this life, I don't really have any, like, card advantage. That was a very good play. Man, he just will not play anything that Fire Elemental or Kodo are good against. That is sad. Interesting choice by my opponent. Ah, I see, he's going to heal up his guy to stop my totem from finishing it off. I was going to say. Okay. Well, I think we need to do this. I'm very, very, very far behind, though, right now. Taunt was very fortunate. I could silence the Stormwind Champion. It's not actually that relevant at the moment. I'll just play Creature. Okay, so I'm in serious trouble. My life's getting low. My opponent has plenty of cards. But, on the flip side... Oh yeah, that's a little scary. Holy Nova. No! That's not good. That's because my taunt totem dies, and then my big guy dies. Well, so much for Bloodlust. Oh man, why is this is Stampeding Kodo? I am disappointed. You were supposed to be better than that. Oh god. I mean, this guy just straight up kills me next turn. So what do I have to do to stay alive? I have to play this to stay alive. I think I have to play this to stay alive. I think the Stormwind Champion's more important to kill than his card drawer. If he draws cards, he draws cards. Greater Fire would actually kill me. How does he have so many cards? I guess, you know, the Acolyte of Pain really did wonders for him. Man, Shadow Word Pain is a pretty good spell. Jungler for hire. It's going to take me down. Unless I get incredibly lucky. I don't know what he could have that, like, doesn't kill me now. Uh-oh, that's not good. Cute. Cute, sir, I say. Cute. Stormforged Axe isn't going to do it, so... Oh, man, this Kodo. Kodo, I'm very disappointed in you. I'm going to go out in style. Alright, that's the game. But we still can lose one more time. That's the advantage of being 6-0. Kind of a frustrating loss. My opponent really just ground it out. I had, you know, all sorts of big stuff, but, you know, he stole one thing, whittled another thing down. Drew a bunch of cards off that stupid Acolyte that he stole from me. Yeah, that Shadow Cabal Priest, that was it. I mean, that was the game in a nutshell. It was so good. You know, he played a Kodo at one point and it killed one of my totems instead of my Acolyte, but I almost now wish he had just killed the Acolyte instead. If there was any way that I could have won that game, it definitely would have come down to how I set myself up in the early game. There was a couple of turns there with the Acolyte and him having a wolf that were a little bit tricky. And so maybe I played those in the not perfect way and that contributed to my downfall. We'll have to see in the replay. We're up against Minta. Definitely want to keep this Harvest Golem. Everything else can go suck a D. Let's see what we can get here. Alright, we got 2, 3, 4, and Global Removal. That's always very encouraging to see against Warlocks, because you can play Lightning Storm and kill off his stupid Blood Imps. Played a lot of Warlocks in this arena. Haven't actually seen any Blood Imps, have we? At least I don't remember being annoyed by them. Wow, if my opponent does literally nothing, got 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty great. Alright, he's life tapping on the turn. That's fine. He can do that. I don't care. Fork Lightning, also a good way of removing Blood Imps. As soon as he plays one more creature, you go BAM! And the Blood Imp dies. Voidwalker? That's a pretty good card. Ah, Jesus Christ. That's bad. So now he can run his Amani Berserker into my Frostwolf Grunt, turn on Enrage, and lift to help out it. Let's see. So Forked Lightning deals 2 damage to both of these, which isn't enough. If I flip a Spell Power Totem, though, I'll be like a king. Forked Lightning will just kill them both. But if I don't flip a Spell Power Totem, what happens? Well, actually, if I don't flip a Spell Power Totem, I can still Lightning Bolt that guy. And then swing into the Voidwalker. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll take our chances. It's not the end of the world if it fails. Healing Totem. That's actually good as well. It heals my Frostwolf Grunt and prevents the Voidwalker from killing it next turn. Alright, let's do this. So we're going to Lightning Bolt his dangerous creature. Whack it, doodle doo. Heal back up. Perfectly fine. So I'm going to have 3 mana next turn. Out of 4, which means I cannot coin out the Warlord, sadly. But I could Brewmaster back my totem with a coin, or just play the Harvest Golem without the coin. Seems good either way. So let's see what my opponent has for me here. Ah! He's gonna play the healing game with me. This was a mistake, unless he has... Mortal Coil? Yeah! Jesus Christ. Mortal Coil. Okay, so I could try it again, see if I can get a Spell Power Totem, then Forked Lightning will kill both of his things. If I don't get a Spell Power Totem, what happens? Oh, bad things. Really bad things. Ooh, disgusting things happen. Crap. He had the Mortal Coil. I could coin out a Brewmaster? Both these guys could trade into him. That doesn't seem right at all. I have a 1 in 3 chance. If it's like, and then if I don't hit it, I have to Forked Lightning just to heal that guy. Oh, I can't stomach that. Alright, we're gonna play the Harvest Golem, I think. No, well, he could kill it with the Farseer, kill off the Spawnling with the Voidwalker, leave himself a 3/1 Farseer. That's no good either. I think we're actually gonna do this play. It seems like the best thing I could do here. I mean, both those creatures can trade into it, but at least then the board is empty, rather than filled with his stuff. God, the Mortal Coil was a very, very good card for him right there. Drew a card, killed off my guy. All sorts of good stuff. And this guy was actually very good as well. Let this Voidwalker survive. Alright, well, I started off pretty well, but then things took a turn. Uh-oh, that's bad. So my opponent still has all his mana for the turn. And this is where things are starting to get a little bit ugly. Things are a little bit ugly indeed. Stormforged Axe doesn't even really help me. Let's see if we can get a Spell Power Totem, please. Well, we got it. Time to Lightning Storm. I got lucky there. That Dark Iron Dwarf, 50-50 chance of killing him. And I landed it, which is nice. But, you know, when you're behind and you're losing, you need to take chances. So it's like one of those things where, like I said before, good players get lucky more often than bad ones because good players give themselves more chances to get lucky. Alright, so we're at 4 mana. My opponent really skipped a beat there. He had nothing to do with 6 mana except draw a card. Are you kidding me? It must be like a handful of removal or something. Yikes. Well, I don't have anything great to do either. Let's just play a healing Harvest Golem. Whine some more about the fact that Healing Totem doesn't heal me. This is such a huge nerf. And pass turn. So, Hellfire is not that great. The golem pops back. These are just totems, so who cares? And if he doesn't kill my stuff, Frostwolf Warlord's going to come down as a 7/7. With all this stuff and him playing nothing, I'm guessing he's got, like, I don't know what he would have, like 5 cards that he does nothing with 6 mana. Hellfire, okay, so... Alright, well, I'm okay with that. Leopard Gnome. Ah, I see what you did there, sir. I see what you did there. Okay. Fair enough. Stampede Kodo is actually perfect here. Let's go ahead and make a totem. Kodo. Swing. I'm in pretty good shape. So I've got 8 cards on the screen, one of which is a totem. He's got 6. He has the play. We're at the same life total, but my cards are on the board. I'd say that I have the edge here. Especially knowing that I've got this stuff coming up. He needs to put a lot of pressure on me every turn, because if I can just get a free turn to play this, I'm in trouble. There's that one weird turn where he had like 6 mana, drew a card, and did nothing. That was very, very hurtful for him. He skipped a bad beat. Alright, I assume he has a follow-up plan for that. He's, wow, drawing a card after playing a creature and not killing my thing? Ooh, that was not good play. Should have drawn a card first. Well, this is actually kind of nice because, I mean, this guy just dies to my little... Oh, wait. Should I play Fire Elemental? No. Let's, wait, hang on. Before that dies, let's not be fools here. Let's make a totem. Let's make a gigantic Frostwolf Warlord. And then let's do this. There we go. We'll hold on to the Rockbiter weapon. No need to use it there. It's totally fine just to throw away my little Harvest Golem thingamajigger. Alright, my opponent's in serious trouble. I'm dealing 11 damage to him. 14. I mean, I am dealing death. 14. I got 16 damage. I actually have 19 damage, all told. Coming up. He'd better do some good stuff. Hellfire, not gonna save him unless he has a backup play.
Your magic.
Silence, He should have silenced first, then Hellfire, then this would be a 4-1. He's kind of screwed up a little bit. Okay, let's make sure we can win here. We got 4, 7, 10. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Doink. Loink. And that is our 7th win. Woo! Minta, or Minta, or my Inta. Perhaps that's my Inta. Whose Inta is that? It's mine. Alright, good game, Mr. Warlock. 7-1, that's great. As I mentioned in a previous video, really the biggest jump in gold nowadays is from 7 to 8. That's where you go from like 150 gold to like 230, if not 300. So I'd love to get up to 8 wins. Let's take a sip of good luck water. See who we're up against. Wow, what is up with this? Did everyone get like the play as Warlock quest or something? Jesus, so many warlocks. I don't mind. I do great against warlocks. This is totally fine. This is a late game card. These are both good though. I'm just gonna play a control game here, kill his stuff, and make totems. That's my saying against Akiba the Warlock. Kill shit, make totems. I really don't want to send back my mass removal. I've lost enough games doing that I don't want to do that anymore. This is a bit of a problem. I don't have a lot of positive emotions about 2 Frostwolf Warlords in my hand and nothing to play before that. I always get the turn 1, or the first time healing totem. This game just loves giving me useless totems up front. Alright, he's drawing cards. We both have a slow start. It's fine by me. He still has his coin, don't forget that. He's got some epic card advantage against me here. Nothing for me to lightning bolt, but I'm okay with that. So basically, he has a mountain of cards, 9 cards, one of which is a coin. He's been drawing cards, I've been making totems, I'd say we're about equal. His 4-drop is Chillwind Yeti. Ooh, that's a pretty good card. Lightning Bolt doesn't quite kill it. Shattered Sun Cleric and Lightning Bolt do kill it. Or do I play my own Chillwind Yeti? Shattered Sun Cleric on the healing totem, swing Lightning Bolt with the spell power? I think that's what I gotta do here. Wait. So if I do that, I'm overloaded. Next turn I can't play my Frostwolf Warlord. Alright, I'm going to take a bit of a gamble here. I'm going to play Chillwind Yeti. I'm gonna gamble that he doesn't have like any kind of massive amounts of removal. Like I'm gonna gamble that he only kills one of my creatures, let's say. Then I can play Frostwolf Warlord as a 6/6, and that's pretty sweet. I'm just gambling. He's got lots of cards, sure. He's already spent his coin though, and with 4 mana, you know, he can have all the cards in the world, but with 4 mana, there's just not that much you can do when a Chillwind Yeti takes to the field. Plus, he's not going to want to use removal spells on my totems. So I'm hopeful that the Frostwolf Warlord will come down large. Right, does he have a Mortal Coil? Oh my god, Jesus! I gotta start drafting that card when I play Warlock. There are so many times when I'm up against a Warlock where I'm like, please don't have Mortal Coil, please don't have it. And I guess that must mean it's a good card. If you're like always praying your opponent doesn't have it, it must be good. Alright, he's gonna draw another card. Jesus Christ, well, he's really controlling it up here. Let's go ahead and continue on as planned. We'll make a Frostwolf Warlord while it's good. 6/6 is solid. He's got lots of cards, but again, he spent his coin. He's only got 5 mana. You can have all the cards in the world, and if your opponent's got, you know, huge creatures, your mana is gonna hold you back. Okay, let's see what he's gonna have for me here. Dark Iron Dwarf. Ah, that's a pretty good card. Ah, fuck you. Well, that was his entire turn, so what I can do now is play another Frostwolf Warlord. Hiya! And my Lightning Bolt, thanks to Spell Power Totem, kills a Dark Iron Dwarf. And I'm feeling pretty good. I think he has 10 cards in his hand. Again, only 6 mana though, so like, as long as I can keep the pressure up, it's okay that he has all this card advantage. Because eventually, he's gonna have to start doing other stuff. Alright, Bloodlust is nice, but let's go ahead and just play my Ventricle Mercenary. Lightning Bolt, not really usable right now. I guess if he drafted a deck with tons of removal, just like tons and tons and tons, like ape shit removal. Oh my god, I'm like eventually gonna run out of stuff to play. Oh, motherfucker, is this really how this game is gonna go? Where he just kills everything, and there's nothing for me to do. There's no need to buff this guy, I don't think, because Warlocks, as we talked about previously, don't deal 3 damage. Let's actually buff my Taunt Totem. Even though it's summoning sick, and had I buffed one of the others, it could have attacked. I like putting the extra health on the Taunt, and making it so that things that attack into it get prickled. Now, I do have Bloodlust here. Well, let's see what he's going to do for me. Okay, he's actually playing a creature. That's exciting. Shadowflame. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? This has been the most obnoxious game I've ever played. He just killed everything I played and did nothing. Anyway, this cannot be targeted by hero powers, but it can sure be targeted by Fire Elemental. So, fuck you! No need to give away that I have Stormforged Axe. Let's just make a totem. Call it a day. I was like, yes, you're finally gonna play creatures! Welcome to Hearthstone! That's what we do here. We play creatures and we attack with them. Alright, that's pretty good. It's gonna mean he can trade next turn. Fuck me. Can I kill this? It'd be really good if I could kill this. Bloodlust and Forked Lightning. Will that do it? Forked Lightning, 3 damage. Forked Lightning and Lightning Bolt will do it. Or Bloodlust and Forked and Lightning Bolt. Actually, Lightning Bolt. Aha, this is it. I think what we need to do is Stormforged Axe. Lightning Bolt, thank you, Spell Power. Then, swing in like this. Make a totem. Make a Raging Worgen. Alright, he's got to be out of removal, right? I mean, he's played like Mortal Coil, 2 Siphon Souls, Shadow Flame, Soulfire, I think, was in there somewhere. He's got to just start playing some creatures, right? Got to start playing. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my fuck. Oh, Mortal Coil. Okay, so he had the Shadow Bolt, Mortal Coil. Man, this guy just drafted all the removal in the world. I guess that's why he's up here in the arena, huh? Swamp Ooze. Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus! Oh my god. Oh my gibbity 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 god. He just has everything. Acidic Swamp Ooze, because why not? Why not? Alright, well, luckily I have a Spell Power Totem, so fuck you. Go to hell. I'll make my Sunwalker here, start with the Worgen. Pass turn. Man, you know, if I win this game, I'm going to be so happy. This is going to be like my happiest thing ever, is if I win this game, because Mr. Akiba is playing the most obnoxious Warlock deck of all time. Alright, what do you got for me now? Do you have a third Siphon Soul? Drain Life? Of course you have removal. Does he have any cards that are non-removal? Oh my god, Corruption? Are you fucking kidding me? That's such a terrible card. I think this guy just like plays like drafting every single removal card he ever sees, no matter how bad it is. And I guess in this particular draft it worked for him. Oh my god. Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. That's not what I wanted to see. Bloodlust would deal 4 + 9, 13 damage. Not good enough. Crap. Well, let's kill that. Make a totem. Make a harvest golem. Pass turn. Corruption kills that off. So we have 6 on the screen to his 7. All things considered, I'm doing okay. Just the problem is 3 of my cards are totems, so that's a little weak. But if he does just have a deck full of removal, I might... Oh, okay. So now you're actually going to play creatures. I see. When it suits you. Okay. Let's think carefully here. Lightning Bolt plus Harvest Golem will kill that. Bloodlust will then deal a cool 9 damage. Not quite it. Lightning Storm would deal 3 minimum. Then... Bloodlust, I could trade some totems in to finish it off. Why don't I just Bloodlust right away? Why use the Lightning Storm? I could just Bloodlust. Well, let's see. If I Lightning Storm... here we go. I want to leave this guy alive and just have him run into my Taunter. So I only want to kill this, really. It's the best way to only kill that. I think the best way to only kill that is just to hold on to my Lightning Storm. Although Lightning Bolt could be used to finish my opponent off. Maybe Lightning Storm... Hope 4 gets hit dealt to that, and then the Harvest Golem will kill it. The problem is if only 3 gets dealt to it, I'm kind of in trouble. Alright, we're going to just save Lightning Storm for later then. Let's go ahead and Lightning Bolt. There. Kill it off here. Make a totem. Actually, I have all my totems now out. Pass turn. So next turn, he's probably going to kill my Taunt Totem. It's hard for him to play creatures because of the Ventrico. I can Bloodlust for 12, 15 damage. Okay. Fair enough, sir. Fair enough. The problem here for him is that I can actually make a Taunt Totem every single turn because that's the only one I have left. Brewmaster is interesting. I could do maybe something with it. I could like put the spell power in my hand. I could make a Taunt, put this in my hand. I don't know. Maybe I could just Bloodlust right here. Lightning Storm plus this would kill that guy. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Let's go ahead and just do this. Lightning Storm. Although it'd be nice to save the Lightning Storm for later, you know? Nah, I'm just gonna... Well... Crap. I'm gonna save the Lightning Storm for later. I think it's important to save Lightning Storm for later, even if it means using my Bloodlust. Although Bloodlust might be my best chance of winning. Let's say I were to Lightning Storm and kill this. With, let's say, best case scenario, using my Searing Totem. The problem is that whatever I pick up, I can't play back down. I don't have enough mana. Alright, I'm going to use Bloodlust here. So we're going to kill this guy. I'm actually going to deal all the damage to his face. I think it's the best chance I have of winning. I believe oh my god, did I take another Bloodlust? I think I only have 1. But still, I want to get him down low on life. And, you know, hopefully maybe like put the Brewmaster down. And eventually get like a hit or 2 in there. Hellfire, uh-oh. That's a problem. Alright, well now my precious totems have all been reset. See if I can pull up a Taunter here. Nope. Lightning Storm would kill this, but that seems kind of silly. Let's actually just do this. I'm going to drop this, put that into my hand. I'm going to protect it, like we saw earlier. I'll just play the Bloodsail Raider here. Pass turn. So I'm keeping his creatures expensive. I'm letting him hit me one more time. And then if he lets me swing with my stuff, how much removal does a man need? Jesus Christ. That was ridiculous. That was like his third summon soul. He had so many removal cards. It hurts. Alright, can I kill him? 4, 6. Fuck, no. Alright, what we're going to do is this. I can't let him hit me anymore. I'm too close to dying. That. Another spell power totem. Actually, having 2 of them would be nice if I lightning storm later. Or if I draw another lightning bolt. Lightning bolt will deal 5 damage. It would help me kill him off. Alright, Molten Giant. This is actually not an irrelevant Molten Giant. This is a potentially very relevant Molten Giant. So the fact that it only cost 1 mana. Alright, so for like 10 Molten Giants that sucked, here's one that was actually good. He's got to be out of removal. I mean, he's just got to be, right? He's got to be out of removal. Like, there's just no way he could have any more removal than what he's played. Finally, he's playing out creatures. Trying to rush me down. Brewmaster this guy. Alright, smart play. Smart play. Lightning bolt? Nope. Okay, well, luckily for me, I have this. So I can then do this. Now the question is, actually I'm gonna draw a totem. I'm gonna take a totem, see what I got. Taunt. Alright, I'm gonna take a chance here, folks. I could charge my guy in, but then I'm only dealing 2 damage to him. It just doesn't seem like much. And so what I'm going to do is hide behind 2 taunters. Yes, warlocks have answers, but he's played so much goddamn removal in this draft, in this game, that I'm betting he can't break through my taunt, and I will just be able to win. That is what I consider to be my best chance of winning. Man, he's drawn almost his whole deck. Although, oddly enough, considering how many Mortal Coils and Life Taps, the fact that he's only drawn 7 more cards than me is kind of surprising. Alright, he can kill one of my taunters. Can he kill the other one? Uh-oh, he might lose. He might lose. He needed like a Demon Fire or a Shadow Bolt or a Soul Fire or something to kill the taunter, and then the Molten Giant could have crushed me. What's he got here? Life Tap. Right. I would have done that first. I would have if you're gonna life tap, definitely life tap first. See if you have a way to kill the taunt totem. Wow, I think my opponent lost it in the Lost Hour. We'll never know what these cards were, but I think he might have just blown it right at the very end. If he had life tapped first, he might have been able to find another way to kill that taunting creature. Wow. Well, I said I'd be happy if I win that game, and I am. Goodness gracious. Okay, I don't take it personally. You know, Akiba drafted like he knows how. He drafted like his mama taught him. But, my lord, was that frustrating. I think that guy has more removal than I do, and I have like a ridiculous amount. Anyway, we're gonna play Toku the Shaman here. Good name. I like that name a lot. Ooh, nice starting hand. Lightning Bolt for removal. Stormforged Axe. We'll ship this back. And perhaps we'll even get lucky and be able to play this before our cards. That's kind of the problem with the Unbound Elemental. A lot of the Shaman's Overlord cards are actually really cheap. Lightning Bolt, Forked Lightning, Lightning Storm, Stormforged Axe. Like, there are a lot of times going to be things you play before this 3-mana creature. I really kind of wish he was like a 2-mana, you know, 1/3 maybe. So you could just play him out a little earlier. Anyway, my opponent's going to just make a totem. I think, actually, given that I've got this guy, I'm going to coin him out. Let's do this. So this does a couple of things. Number 1, I can start totem cleaning. And number 2, if I Lightning Bolt his next play, he becomes a 3/5. You really only need to do this once in order for it to be like a really big deal. Like a 3/5 for 3 mana is crazy, so that's pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and Lightning Bolt this thing. Now I could go crazy if I wanted to. I could Stormforged Axe, kill the totem, this guy becomes a 4/6 swing. That'd be going crazy. Or I could start my totem collection. Let's go. Let's take it easy here. Let's do this. Make a totem collection, or at least get started. Ah, not the healing totem this time. How interesting. So with Overload, sadly I can't play my Brewmaster, so I'm gonna have a bit of a weak turn here. But yeah, I can still kill that thing. Lightning Bolt. Okay, let's see. If I make a totem, And I get spell power, which is 1 in 3 chance. I can lightning bolt this for 4 damage. Searing Totem finishes it off. I feel like a boss. If I don't get a spell power totem, what happens? Shit happens is what happens. That just sucks. Lightning bolts. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with the safer plan. We're going to do this. Makes my guy bigger. That allows me to do this. And this. No need to swing at my opponent here, I don't think. We'll just hold on to that axe and call it a day. Him being at 3 health is sad. That means that Rock Biter Weapon and Lightning Bolt kill it off. With 6 cards, pretty likely that he has it. Granted, though, I've already killed like 2 creatures with it. Well, 1 creature with it. Creature and a totem. So I feel like it's done its job, as it were. Next turn, I'm at 5 mana, and I'm overloaded by 1, which I don't care about, which is fine. So I can play my Brewmaster, perhaps. Aha, this is unfortunate. Thing is, I don't want to run this in, because I don't want it to die. I could silence it, run past, but that's not great either. Can't play the Brewmaster, don't want to put this back into my hand. Well, we're gonna do... Oh, hang on. If I Lightning Bolt, it only deals 3 damage. Then my axe doesn't quite finish it off. Odds of a Spell Power Totem are 1 in 4, not very great. Crap. This is unfortunate. Is there any benefit to silencing? I really don't think so. Alright, I think it's the end of the line for the Unbound Elemental. So let's use my axe to go to fact, drop a huge guy. Now, at 6 mana, this is where scary things start to happen. We've got Argent Commanders, we've got Sunwalkers, we've got Fire Elementals coming online. Lots of bad stuff happening here. I do have my own Argent Commander. So far, I haven't seen my own Sunwalker or Fire Elemental, but that's okay. Considering I've got this axe and I'm inhibiting him from making small plays, I feel like I'm in decent shape, but definitely he's still in the game. Novice Engineer! Wow, I'm really happy to see that. I mean, yeah, he's drawing a card, but he's not playing anything, like, you know, good. I could silence the Harvest Golem, that's really tempting. Let's think carefully here. Let's use the axe to kill the Novice Engineer. Let's ignore the Harvest Golem. The problem is if I silence it, it can just kill my owl, which is a little sad. I could silence it in Lightning Bolt. Kill it that way. It's an interesting proposition. Fire Elemental just to burn it out, and then sure, the thing comes back, but it's a 2-1, who cares? Or the Wind Fury threaten to... You know, let's just do this. This is fine, I think. I mean, I've got 11 damage on the board, plus an axe. That seems just fine to me. You know what I should have done is I should have done that, use the axe to kill this, leave the Novice Engineer alive. Then he couldn't hit quite as hard with this guy. That was a little bit of a misplay. We'll see if it costs me. If he has Lightning Bolt, it will cost me. Dark-Eyed Dwarf. Oh, wow. Well, it cost me. He's got exactly 5 damage. Had I kept the other thing around, he wouldn't have been able to do what he just did. Good play on my part, bad play on my opponent's part. Or, good play on my opponent's part, bad play on mine. Alright, let's see what we have to do here. I think it makes sense to just kill this. That seems totally fine. Let's go ahead and fish for spell power, see if we can get spell power one. Nope. Sadness. So what we're going to do then is smack. Lightning Bolt. Raging Worgen. So I'm keeping up the pressure. Healing's actually kind of nice, potentially. He's got 5 cards to my 7, one of which is a totem. And he is first to play. A little bit of extra life. Fire Elemental! Well, good show, sir, good show. That'll definitely help you out. Totem? Oh, please don't be a taunt. Thank goodness, that would have sucked. Okay, Sunwalker is a decent but not ideal answer. I mean, I wish I had a pump spell. Other than Bloodlust, of course, because I could activate Wind Fury, he becomes a 4-2, and then if I could pump just once, I'd kill the Elemental. It is not to be. Okay, well, I think what we'll do is this anyway. And let's hide behind this. There are many things that could go wrong with this plan, but if things don't go wrong with this plan, then I'll be in great shape.
My shield for Argus.
Okay. Actually, I'm not that bothered by that. I am a bit more bothered by that.
Feel the
Holy fuck, I am very bothered by that. Okay, well. Where is Lightning Storm where you need it? He correctly chose to be a little bit conservative there. Luckily, I can kind of swing the tide back here. I can play Argent Commander, kill one of his creatures. Lightning won't kill the other. I would rather make a totem than this Bloodsail Raider, because I'd like to get Taunt out with some kind of regularity. And each of these is like a free card, which makes Bloodlust better later on.
They'll never know.
Ooh, must have been a bad pack. This guy's very strong. I can't see him thinking Nightblade is a good card, so it probably was a bad pack. Fuck, he drew a taunt. That's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate, because I was going to trade here and kill him. Luckily, I drew my own taunt. I don't want to silence that taunt totem. It seems sad. Let's go ahead and do this. Kill his taunter. I got my own taunter. Fantastic. With two taunters now, let's play the Bloodsail Raider. Okay, so now Bloodlust very much kills my opponent. Well, does it? 6, 7, plus 18. Yeah, that kills him. Flame Tongue Totem, not going to save him. Stormwind Champion, not going to save him. I think he's screwed. I think even with that loss, I think I'm alright. What is it? 6? Yep, I got exactly enough damage. Wow, 6 plus 5 times 3 is 15 is 21 damage. That is exactly enough. Whew. Always look for the win, kids. Always look for the win. In this case, looking for the win gave me my 9th win of the arena. I was going to have a hard time with that stuff. I mean, I could have traded my stuff in with Bloodlust, but still, it was going to be hard. Alright, so that's 2 9-win Shaman arenas in a row. This patch, been loving me some Shaman. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and or subscribing it. That really helps my channel, and I appreciate that quite a lot. And if you just can't get enough of Papa Boris, let's see the prizes, let's see what's in the pack, and let's take a sneak peek at our next arena. Alright, pretty moderate gold gain here. What is this? 85 plus 135. So what's it, 220? Actually, that's really great. Let me just do it. Yeah, 220. That's good. That's about what I'd expect for an 8-win arena, on the low end anyway. Lava Burst gold card. Pretty happy to see that. That's great. Alright, that's a really, really good card. Let's open the pack. God, I love the spacebar hotkey. It's just so good. Ooh, epic. Not the greatest card. And a rare. Okay. And a wisp. Alright. Oh, I think it's probably the panda that I have too many of. Or not. We'll see. So let's disenchant it and take a sneak peek at our next arena. Ooh, I'm above 2,000 gold, although that's partly because of the 100 gold achievement I just got. Alright, thanks folks. We'll see you next time.